Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to episode 4 of If My Heart Had Wings. So, we're continuing off from where we left at the end of the last episode. We're on a nice Sunday out with our friends here at the supermarket. Well, not the supermarket, the shopping mall, rather, even. I'm already ballsing up my commentary. Never mind, let's just get straight into it. Mobo's dad doesn't hold back, does he? I felt like my ramen was going to come back up, and I just barely kept it down. I should probably say by rubbing my hand along my belly, not my rubbing. G'day, mate. It's because you got carried away and asked for the special big bowl. I made the right choice by choosing the big bowl. Not the special big bowl, just the big bowl. What was I giving? Oh yeah, it was radio DJ from America in the 50s. Still quite a lot, I guess. I call it the 1950s American radio DJ, or I call it 1950s American noir private detective, kind of. That was more than usual, bruh. He gave Howie some extra days of special service. Anchan, who also had a special big bowl, was completely unfazed. Mobo's dad was pleased to see you again, Howie. G'day, he even gave us a discount too. But I can't believe that Tayukan is still around. Tayukan is a Chinese restaurant on one side of Kazami Shopping Street. It's also Masatsugu's house. Ze used to serve regular set menus, but since moving, they've changed direction. It's become like one of the nouvelle ramen restaurants in the city. Business is booming. Recently it was in a magazine and the number of young customers is increasing. Samaro's dad is very happy. He's jumping her all over the place like a kangaroo. Yeah, his photo was in there too. It was really cool. He had a towel wrapped around his head, his arms crossed, a confident look on his face, and a cool pose. Masatsugu is like his father. In other words, like his father, he gets carried away easily and tends to show off. Whenever there are sports events or karaoke competitions into town, regardless of the result, he's always the centre of attention. His taste was completely different, and apart from seeing Mobo's dad, it wasn't nostalgic at all. Before it was plain soy sauce ramen, but now it had become pork bone and fish double soup. I didn't know where he was going with that sentence at first. Just like this place, bruh, everybody changes. That's right, 5 years have passed after all. Yeah, you're right. Well, when you say 5 years, I guess it really is a long time. But some things haven't changed. Masatsugu's dad was the same as always. The same goes for Agea and Hataru, and also Ancham. The things that I most wanted to stay the same are still here. Hold on, bruh, I'm gonna go get a drink. Ancham made us wait at the bench by the side of the road while he went to buy some juice. Hataru went after him. Agea and I sat down on the bench. Hey Howie, what's up? Have you decided which club you want to join? I reply vaguely. So as fond as I thought it would be okay. Which one? It's still just a candidate. Come on, just tell me, will you wallaby? I don't even know if it's a proper club or not. What is it? You're in the robot club, right? Aye, it's the most popular in our school. We fight robot kangaroos. You're into contests, don't you? Do they fight? When I think of robots, I imagine them firing missiles and flying through the air. Well, yeah, I guess. Maybe what you're thinking of is a little different. They do obstacle courses, carry and stack things and so on. What the hell? We battle in terms of robot technology. Every year a theme is chosen and we make them in accordance with that theme. Oh. Are you interested? I don't know, you say you build robots, but I don't really understand it. Well, I guess it's hard to understand. In the last few years we've been eliminated in the first round every time, and people are never really surprised by that. If you joined and straightened everyone out, I'd be really grateful. Why don't you do it yourself? Nah, it's not really in my nature. If I had to say, Agea likes to do things at her own pace. They're even more enthusiastic in the past, it seems. They were once runners-up in the national competition. Wow, that's amazing. That time, the one who made the robot was, say, you saw her the other day, do you remember? The super repeat student, Amane Mochizuki. Yeah, I remember. Is that because she's pretty? Nines, that's not why. Well, that could be one reason. Agea makes a face that says she doesn't understand as she continues her story. When Amane was still in the first grade, with a robot she made almost entirely by herself, she suddenly came runner-up in the national competition. She lost in the final, but it was said that it was because she pushed the wrong button, and the reason why she lost was because of an unforced error. There are no what-ifs in a match, but the national championship... Oh wait, this is probably still her talking. There are no what-ifs in a match, but the national championship slipped through her fingers. What a fucking wallaby. She was in the first grade. Yeah, she's on another level, that girl. Are we seeing this? Or is this a little aside with them two? Meow, what's up, Anchan? Before he had realised, Anchan and Hotaru had come back but were standing a little further away while watching us. Which do you want, bro? Lemonade or orange? Lemonade! Give me that lemonade, you wallaby! I'll have orange, yeah. I take a can of juice and crack it open. Thanks! As we enjoyed drinking the juice, Anchan watched us quietly. What is it? Well, bro, it's like we're going back to the past. The two of you are together again. Ageo and I look at each other while drinking our juice. Then embarrassed, we both laughed. There's one person missing, though. It's typical of Marbo to not be here at a time like this. He's such a fucking shrimpy boy. He's always been like that. Even when we all got caught playing tricks, he'd always run away by himself. Yeah, but later on he would always cry while apologising. That guy really is a handful, isn't he? Ageo sighed as she said that, and Hotaru and I laugh. Even Marbo managed to get a girlfriend, bro. You guys have to give it a shot too, you know. In response to Anchan's teasings, the rest of us blush. G'day, I'm fine. I don't know about Howie, though. Yeah, really? I've just come back here, haven't I? But you're the dorm mother of a girls' dormitory full of cute girls and you're getting along with them all already. We can't have that now, can we, you wallaby? I'm into the yowie. Gotta get you some boys' love there, Howie. That just seems to be my headcanon that I've decided on for Ageo. Meow. Hey, don't say it like that, yeah. Ah, that girl, huh, bruh? She sure was cute. Not you too, Anchan. Hotaru looks at me with suspicion. Hotaru's not really like that, I'm just working as a dorm mother. Yeah, but anyway, you're cool. You'll get a girlfriend soon. I said it's not like that. Oh jeez, I'm thirsty. I mean, I'm thirsty for drink, not thirsty for girls. Ha 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 ha. I drink down the rest of the juice in one gulp. I didn't quite clock that gulping noise in the background for a moment. It was like that. Sort of. Is that weirding people out if I make noises like that? Probably. Ageo grinned as she looked at me, while Hotaru seemed worried. Movie maker clock light once again. Sort of. Well then, bruh, I'm gonna get going. What, you going back already? Sorry, bruh, but I have an urgent job to do this evening. Thanks for inviting me out today, Anchan. It's alright, I had fun too, brother. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. Anchan came back and took some small parts from his pocket. Here, it's those things that you asked me for. It was the parts that Amane had requested. What are these, bruh, and what are they for? It's the parts for a glider. A glider, dude? It's a kind of measuring instrument. One of the seniors at school asked me to get it. Suddenly Ageo spoke in a loud voice. You mean Amane, don't you? If you're talking about gliders, it can only be her. Yas, that's right. What's going on, you wallaby? Did you meet her at some point? Kind of. It will take a while to explain, so I try to dodge the question. It includes some information that I don't really want to talk about for some reason. Ah, hey, Howie, is she that? Yes, that beautiful girl. Now they're both suspicious. Once again, I receive a dubious stare from the Himegi sisters. It's okay, Hotaru. In the time that Aoi has been away from this town, he's become quite the pervert. Yeah, really? Here's another anime trope. Protag gets labelled as a pervert. That's right, such a shame. Hey, don't fill ahead with such nonsense. Watching you guys really puts my mind at ease. Don't just stand there laughing. Back me up, Anchan. What's that, bruh? There's nothing wrong with it. Being interested in something, falling for someone. Anchan gave me a squeeze as he put his arm around my shoulder. Finding something new is a good thing, dude. Speaking into my ear so that only I could hear, Anchan let go of me. See you, dude. Don't make too much noise in a public place. Sorry, for a moment Anchan's cool facade just broke. Raising one hand and waving it gently, Anchan went home. And so did we, apparently, I guess. We just left Hotaru and Ageo behind. We didn't even say goodbye. We just turned around, bloop, wandered off. After Anshan went back, we went to Himegi Sports to say hello to Agea's father. Then I stayed for a little while, enjoyed some tea on cakes, and it soon became evening. As I walked along the street to his dormitory, I still felt like I didn't want to go back just yet. I might go for a little stroll. Ooh. Look at this lovely looking place. If I take the text box off, you can actually get a full CG of it. Oh, and also it's the flute version of the main theme from the main menu. It's changed a lot around here too. Before there was only an embankment here. We used to play here a lot, catching koi and crucian carp, but now it had a promenade and had been made into a walking course. Well, this was just right for taking a stroll. I walked slowly while gazing quietly at the lake, dyed by the setting sun. My hometown had changed a lot in 5 years, but the important things hadn't changed at all. Finding something new is a good thing, are we? Finding something. As I speak quietly to myself, I look at the view on the other bank. The windmill standing on the gentle slope, face the wind and slowly turn. I mean, the ones we're looking at are actually out in the middle of the lake, but sure. Even so, the chef's ramen was really tasty. Next time I'll try the dipping noodles. Oh. Who are we meeting now? Oh, it's, you. The girl who was at the supermarket, buying all the marble beef. A little further away, someone was there. It was a petite girl. She ran a hand along the fence. Unlike me, she was gazing at Windmill Hill on the opposite bank. Someone was there. I didn't think anyone was there, so I was talking to myself, but it seems that she heard me. Ah, you're that. The mood about her was a little different, so I didn't realise straight away, but no doubt about it, it's the girl who was in the supermarket yesterday. It's the girl who bought a lot of 2,980 yen per 100... Is he going to say that every time? 2,980 yen per 100 grams, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like that's turning into this game's version of Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the Ultimate Despair. Watch out for her. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That's Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, ladies and gentlemen. That one line that gets repeated about 1,000,000 times. Alright, so the girl who bought a lot of 2,980 yen per 100 grams meat to make curry. Was the curry nice? How do you know about that? Oh wait, that's her speaking. Don't you remember yesterday in the supermarket? Now she remembers. Oh, wait. Do you have an identical twin? Are there two of you? Okay, what voice should I give her, though? That's the question. We've got Irish, we've got Australian, we've got German, we have got French. We've got my 1950s private detective, surfer dude for Anshan, nerd for Matsutsugu. What voice should I give you? Scottish? Oh, that might not have been me. I know that voice does not fit, but it's what I'm going with. Huh? What on earth is she talking about? Okay, that was my older sister. Maybe she's walking around cluelessly and a guy tried to chat her up again. Older sister. It was sukiyaki and sushi. Huh? Oh, hi, that was yesterday's dinner. Oh, I see. She's talking about what was bought at the supermarket. I guess that's what happened. There's no way you could make curry with something like that. Seems that right at the last minute, she started to see sense. Oh, hi, well then I best be off now. Sure. It totally felt like for her, talking to me was too much hassle, so she dismissively got up and left. It was a completely different feeling to when I met that girl in the supermarket. While thinking how strange it was that there would be such a complete change in a girl whose name I didn't even know, I returned to the road home. Okay, so, twins. We're going to have them at some point. Guess we're not going to learn her name. It wasn't far from the lake to the dormitory. I didn't have any time to think about much before I got back. My mind was still on the 2,980 yens per 100 grams meat. Something new. The parts out been given by Anshan were in my pocket. As I held them in my hand, I looked up at the clouds slowly floating across the sunset sky. I tried to determine shapes in those clouds, and immediately I saw 2,980 yens per 100 grams of meat. Yep, we're turning this into this game's meme, ladies and gentlemen. These things are going to fly, aren't they? I meant to glider parts, not to 2,980 yens worth of 100 grams meat per 100 gram. Right, it's starting to sound meaningless in my head now. They've become part of that white aircraft and would fly across the sky on those great big wings to the other side of the clouds. The reason why I decided to look up at the clouds impulsively like that might have been because of that girl I had just met. Forgetting about my silly fantasy, I got through the gate to the dormitory. What are you up to? Not yet. You mustn't move yet. Kotori was in her wheelchair with her back bent over, slowly creeping forwards. It was almost as though she was walking on tiptoes. What are you up to this time? I was quite used to her doing strange things, but I still hadn't acquired the ability to determine instantly what it was she was doing. She gave me a long stare. Do you have the 2,980 yen per 100 grams of meat there, Owie? I sure do love that. Oh. Okay, cat. A cat? So it was laying across the stone steps, licking and grooming itself. Oh, that'll make for a good 2,980 yens per 100 grams of meat, Sadville. No. Let us not cook the cat. Then on the other side, Hat was waiting. Are you trying a pincer attack? It didn't really look like that though. However, if they did, they might be able to. Now, Hat. Interrupting my thoughts, Kotori gave the signal. Well, this situation changed all of a sudden, didn't it? Suddenly, Hat started flapping his wings and chasing the cat from behind. Surprised, the cat jumped up and ran in the opposite direction, where Kotori was waiting to catch it. Be careful. You don't want to get yourself scratched here. There's no way that will work. It's a cat with brilliant footwork like Zidane's Marseille Roulette. That is a very specific reference to suddenly be making there, Owie. I don't even know what you're talking about, but sure. Turned around while evading Kotori and ran away. Oh, it ran away. You really were trying a pincer attack. What's that? You got something to say? Kotori realised I was looking at her and sulked quietly. What were you going to do once you caught the cat? Isn't it obvious? I was going to stroke it. It was as if she was saying of course, but even if she caught a surprised cat as it was running away, it would go crazy under adverse scratch and cut her. Next time, try make a better strategy. For example, you could try luring it towards you with a long piece of grass, or you could do the invasion of Poland technique, mass the panzers, and blitzkrieg it into oblivion. That also works. I'm German. No. I'll think about it. What the panzer bit? Okay, sure. She said as she earnestly wrote a memo. It looks like she always has a notebook tucked away in her wheelchair. More importantly... She points at me. Okay, pow, sure. This is a sign that she has a bone to pick with me. You're late. Where have you been loitering around? I went for a walk, that's why I'm late. Her tone was like a mother scolding her child. I wonder if there's something I was supposed to have done. Preparations for dinner. You're the one who asked me to help. It's still only 5 o'clock, though. Well, whatever. You didn't even tell me when we would start. She's eager. She wants to socialise with me, I guess. So if I start at about 6, I'll usually get it done in time. Really? Well, we'll do that from tomorrow, she said as she wrote another note. She means that you were waiting for me. She must have gotten bored, which is why she decided to catch the cat. Yes, I was. However, I was waiting to fulfil my duties. Don't get any funny ideas. I don't know what sort of funny ideas you mean. Could you give me a few examples? You're turning that round on her. I'll try teasing her a little. You can figure that out for yourself. Anyway, let's go. I'm starving, you know. Isn't that right, Hat? See, Hat says he's hungry too. Okay, well then, it's still a little early, but shall we get started? Say, what are we having today? Mapo eggplants and egg soup. Is that tasty? Yeah, it's great, it's my specialty. He says it's tasty. What, is the duck going to be eating it as well? I guess so. Drink some more of my iced tea, have myself another glass of it. As we go through the dormitory door, I realise that my feelings of uneasiness had vanished at some point. She tried to do a pincer attack with a duck to catch a cat, didn't she? While I remembered this, I started to chuckle to myself, and I realised that when she's with me, I feel strangely calm, and then things start to feel weird again. Are you getting, Are you into her, Owie? Are you saying you like her? Perhaps? on a certain level, maybe. Just saying. Maybe we will go down Kotori's route then in this game. Kind of feels like she's the girl who it's pushing us towards. Ah, I was wondering when we'd see you next. Oh! Amane was looking over the parts that I brought her from every angle and let out sounds that expressed admiration. Is this okay? Yes, indeed. There is no doubt about it. Oh, jeez. Whoa. Most thanks unto thee, dear fellow. She suddenly hugged me. Again? Oh, you're here as well. God, I didn't even clock you at first, Agaya. Okay. Because I was just looking at Kotori since she was the one talking. Alright. Good day. Wow, what's going on here? Most thanks again upon thine head. I'm just going to change her line a bit. But okay, that's the way the game conveys that she's hugging me, by jimmying her side to side. Amane pushed her forehead onto mine and rubbed it round and round. Ouch! Hey, that hurts, Amane. I am not at all good at expressing my gratitude. That is because I am most silly. Rub rub. It hurts, but it feels good. Of course, we're going to have a close-up of her bosom, why the hell not? Because she is holding tightly under her foreheads altogether, her ample chest is pushing against me. Not only is she beautiful, but stylish too. And they're big as they look. Okay, Aoi, don't start going down the creeper route, please. And I have no choice but to experience this for myself. It's an odd way of putting it. How disgusting. Look at his face. G'day, he's having dirty thoughts, the fucking wallaby. Might have to kick him in the nuts. So are you. You're just making up whatever you feel like. It's lunchtime, Basave. I brought the parts that Anchan gave me to the garage, but because the reaction was much more than I expected, I'm in a state of confusion. Kotori, who I came here with, and also Agaya, who came along for some reason, are both staring at me in a way that feels kind of prickly. Much gratitude indeed, thank you. Again, I'm just gonna give my own line, just to lean a bit into this posh, almost Shakespearean voice that I've given her. After tearing Amane away from me, who was kind of like a big playful dog, I've once again passed the parts to her. Please, go ahead and use them. Much gratitude, but how on earth did you procure these items? A friend of mine works in a factory that deals with the manufacture and processing of special parts. For this kind of thing, he should usually be able to make it for me. He works... Anchan basically works in an unspecified factory that just so happens to be able to make these very specific parts. Anchan basically works for the Acme company, in essence. It seems that for this, Anchan looked at the engineering diagram and made something that was the same. Oh, let us put them together and on right now. Amane took the parts over to the glider. Phew, that was a surprise. Amane's pretty bold, isn't she? She hugged him the other day too, and he was loving it, that sleaze. I guess that Aoi is just a typical guy, right? Don't say things like that about me. Anyway, why did you come with us? Me? I wanted to talk to Amane. Also, I thought it'd be interesting. Kotori has been pretty snappy since just now. She might be annoyed because someone else found out about our secret place. Immediately we turn away. We're just going to ignore them, are we? Amane, who is like a kid who's been bought a birthday present, has immediately started work on installing the parts. It looks like the parts are used in the instruments in the cockpit, and she diligently dismantles the mechanical parts. So this is a glider. Agaya is standing beside Amane and is watching her work. This doesn't have an engine, does it? How does it fly? It rides on the wind. Well, first it has to take off, right? Yes, there are several methods for doing that, but in this case a winch is used to fly it like a kite. Something this big? Indeed. Agaya stares at the aircraft in disbelief. Kotori and I, as if we are appreciating a work of art, untiringly look on at the sleek aircraft. Amane seems to have completely forgotten that we are even there, and is immersed in installing the parts. So it's the first time I came here and met Amane. It will fly again. It will fly to the sky that Izuka spoke of. Huh? Again, that's another reference that I hope they're about to explain. What's up? Oh, no, nothing. Oh, okay. Is this one of the twins? Excuse me? Who we got? Oh. Well, okay. Another new character. You're just a background character who's only going to be here for a short while. We will see. A female student who looks like a senior came into the garage. I like how her name is just Girl Who Seems Like a Senior. Is Senior Mochizuki here? I make a bewildered face like, who the hell is she? Hunter Gear told me. That's the Vice President of the Student Council, Akari Kumoi. Oh, look out. Here's another anime trope. The all-powerful Student Council. Alright, are you here to cause trouble? Vice President of the Student Council? What on earth does she want? If you're looking for Amane... At that moment she had her head into cockpit. As the Vice President sees that, she briskly approaches the cockpit and peers inside. Senior Mochizuki? Senior Mochizuki? She called out in a loud voice, and Amane finally pulls her out of the cockpit. Most greetings unto thee, Vice President. From the way she suddenly spoke to her in a familiar tone, I thought that they might have a close relationship, but the Vice President doesn't seem that way at all. Without losing her resolute attitude, she asked a question. Maybe I should give her an authoritative voice. What about my slightly pedantic voice that I gave to Mahiru Koizumi in DR2? Actually, what have you done about the matter in question? The truth is, I still have not yet got around to doing it. Are the people in here with you? No, they are not. They just came to deliver some parts. Amane was downhearted as she answered, and the Vice President let out a little sigh. I've told you before, if you can't find any more members for the club, then the club will have to have its status repealed. Well, fortunately, we got potential members right here. I feel like this is a trope as well. I feel like I've seen this in anime before, where they have a club at the school, but it's going to get shut down because they have a lack of members, or they need a certain number of members to be official and all that. Doki Doki had this kind of thing as well, with a literature club in it. And I feel like there was a sort of, thing like that. Well, actually, it's a big plot point in Girls on Panzer as well. It probably is a, plot point in a lot of other anime. Okay. Well, that's that. Astonished if we look on as bystanders as the conversation continues. Oh, but Vice President! Actually, the teachers recognise that this is a special case, but it sets a bad example to the other circles that have a low number of members. If this isn't properly organised as a club, then it will inevitably have its status repealed. Does Akari have a thing in here? So I can actually... Oh, she does, yeah. She's right here. Maybe we should take this up a bit so you can hear a bit of her voice and all. Amane looked down as though she was at a complete loss. For some reason I get a strange pain inside as I look at her. Oh, you're also going to get their voices as well. It's fine, isn't it? Kotori suddenly jumped into the conversation. There you go. There's her voice line. Just so you've heard it and all that. You must be Kotori Habane. While slightly surprised that she knew who she was, Kotori continued to speak. The teacher said it was okay, didn't they? In that case, you shouldn't be complaining. And also, Amane is a special case herself, isn't she? This is the reason why she repeats the year. Everyone knows that's why she's in the school. I thought I saw veins appear on the Vice President's temples as the two of them ranted at her. Actually, for the teachers to interfere in matters pertaining to club activities is a clear infringement on the autonomy of the Student Council. Here we go. The all-powerful Student Council that has the ability to shut down all kinds of things, and in some anime even expel students. That is exactly the case in this situation. She thrusts forwards, approaching one step, while Kotori and Daguerre take a step back. There are many circles that wish to be made into clubs. They don't receive a club budget, and in many cases do not fulfil the club activity requirements necessary to be given a clubhouse. Yesterday, the Taiko Drum Study Society applied for a place to practice, but had to be rejected. When that happened, do you know what they said? They, how will we know that? You fucking bitch. Actually, the Soaring Club, which has one member, has a big garage to use, so why isn't there a single place we can practice? Do you not think that their opinion is an extremely fair one? Even so, the ones who had their application rejected obviously won't be able to consent to that, will they? However, since a long time ago, this garage has been used by the Soaring Club, before we were even born, and this fact cannot be ignored. That's because the teachers recognise this as a special case, or perhaps there is some other reason. We in the Student Council respect that fact. It is not our intention to have Senior Mochizuki removed for the sake of circles that play around and do not display any signs of proper club activities. That is why... The Vice President turns from facing Kotori and Agea and looks back around at Amane, who is nervously listening behind her. It is up to you to take immediate action, as we have requested. If you need to see the fruits of the club's labours, a few days ago I performed a test flight. Actually, didn't that take place during lesson time? That is outrageous. On the contrary, you should consider that another step closer to the club being abolished. Amane staggered back as if she had been hit hard. I guess that's true though, isn't it? On Windmill Hill, when Kotori and I watched the glider flying across the sky, lessons were taking place in the school. Do you understand? A minimum of 4 members are required in order to be recognised as a club. You must find another 3 members for the club. Amane looked down with a very grave expression. Was this... oh, wrong voice. But this is all done for myself. Actually, in that case, it cannot be recognised as a club. You going to speak up? I'll join. I raise my hand. Uns the others all look at me. You're the boy who transferred here recently, aren't you? You must be Aoi Manase. As the Vice President looks at me as if she is evaluating me. I'll tell you this now, we will not allow there to be ghost members. I know. This is the reason why I came here today. I decided this morning, well, yesterday actually. I still don't know much about gliders though. I just thought it would be interesting. I feel excited just to imagine flying it, riding on the wind. If Senior Amane will allow me to, that is. Yes, if you say you want to join, I absolutely do not mind. But I'm only doing this for myself, you know. I still don't know much about gliders, or about you either, Amane. But if that's what you want to do, then I'd like to help you. As I state my reasons, the Vice President looks as though she isn't convinced. Looks like some transfer student who doesn't even understand the situation has come barging in, trying to act like a hero. I can't say that there isn't some element of that to it. Well then, I'll join too. Agea raised her hand in a really casual manner. Even with everyone looking at her, Agea appears aloof. Is it okay that I'm also a member of the Robot Club? Yes, that is fine, but... What are you doing, Agea? Oh, what? It looks like fun, you wallaby. One person left. Everyone naturally looks over towards Kotori. What? Kotori turned her wheelchair sideways to avoid everyone's line of sight. I'm not joining. Oh, she will, though. She will in due course, I'm telling you now. Drink more iced tea. As Kotori says this, the Vice President made a face that seemed relieved yet disappointed. Actually, you still need one more person. There's no way it can be recognised as a club as things stand now. If it's decided that it can't be allowed, what will happen? First, you will have to vacate this garage. Amane looks really distressed. Well, of course she does. If there's no one that keeps this giant glider, the club's activities cannot continue. There's myself and Agea, so we'll get one more person. Could you wait until then? Or perhaps I could bribe you with 2,980 yen's worth of 100 grams of meat. I was desperately looking for a way to make that joke then, to bring that meme back, but hey. I say it's a meme. I'm just deciding it's a meme. No one's going to friggin' adopt that. What am I talking about? Very well, I will wait until Friday. If you can't get the club organised by then, it will be reduced to the position of a circle, and you'll no longer be allowed to use the garage. Is that understood? Amane nods in agreement with a total lack of confidence, as the Vice President leaves the garage. Kotori, you're not in any clubs, are you? Can we just give your name, just until we find someone else? I refuse. Kotori bluntly refused and left the garage. So it's no use. We have to do something about it ourselves. Can we bully Masatsugu into doing it? Say, you fellows. For sorry, Amanes, have we caused things to turn out like this? No, you helped me out. If it were not for thee, the club would have had its status revoked. But it is really alright with the both of you. That's what I plan to do from now on. Me too, I'm interested in this in so many ways. Leave gathering members to us. Amane asked for the club's activities. Please put something together that will make the Vice President understand. Oh, yes, I shall. Whoop, there we go, another movie maker transition. Is this alright with you? What is? Today's the first time you've been in the garage, right? Even so, you've suddenly become a member. But it sure does look like fun. You're here too, Aoi. What am I going to do with you? That thing flies, right? You can't possibly tell me not to be excited. Yeah, I know what you mean. Without thinking, I raised my voice. I was happy that the gear felt the same way. Well, in my case, I'm more interested in making it fly than getting in and flying it myself. I want to try to fly it, and also, she has stayed in school all this time, repeating the year over and over to do this, you know? So they say. Amane doesn't go to lessons and always just stays in the garage. I don't know if that's the truth or not, but what I do know is that she's taking this very seriously. Can't let it all end for some stupid reason, like there not being enough members. First, we have to find a member for the club. Let's try asking him. What, Masasugu? Is that who we're going for? Probably right. Yeah, I had a had a feeling. A glider, what's that? Sounds kind of interesting. Doesn't it, you wallaby? So do you want to join the club? Well, I have my part-time job, also, if I get too friendly with you, Eri-chan will get jealous, so I have to give it a miss. I feel like Eri-chan is going to turn out to be fake. A made-up girlfriend. More iced tea, thank you. He'll figure something out, it's fine, she'll never know. Yes, she will. Eri-chan has friends in this school. So you shouldn't really speak to me. You've been like this ever since you got a girlfriend. We're childhood friends, aren't we? What happened to our friendship? I'm busy with the band, so there's no way. Playing a gig soon, so now we're rehearsing. You're so cold-hearted. Get out of here, you frigging bleeding heart kangaroo. Why don't you ask him? Howie, I mean. I can't ask him, he's already a member. Wait, I went German for a gayer. What? So you guys are hanging out again? What, is there something wrong with that? We wanted you to come with us too, you know. Who'd want to hang out with him? Ew. Gross, don't spit. Damn it, Marbo, you're such a pain in the butt. Hey, Agea. Yeah? I don't know, this time, give it your best shot. What are you talking about? Jeez, get out of here, will you? Go on, shoo. You idiot, Marbo. Well, that didn't work out too well now, did it? It was no use. So it was my fault after all. Now he's busy with his girlfriend, his part-time job and his band. He's really making the most of being a teenager. In the past we used to hang out all the time. What are you talking about? If Marbo treated us like we were more important to him than his girlfriend, what do you think would happen? I'm going to give him the cobra twist until he cries. I'm going to kick him like a kangaroo. Friggin' throw him on the barbie like a shrimp. Like the little shrimp he is. So there's nothing we can do about it. Next is... oh, that's right, Hotaru comes here, doesn't she? Maybe we can get her? Oh, she's in the exact same classroom. No, it's supposed to be a different one. The event is the first grade classroom. When students from the upper grades come to visit, there's a strange air of tension in the classroom. Meow, what's up, Agea? Howie? Oh. Howie? Keep those roving eyes to yourself. Meow, what is it? Well, this is the first time I've seen you in your uniform. It suits you. When I met her yesterday, she was wearing her own clothes, and I fucking hated her. Whoa, okay, I accidentally just went into the transcripto. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get out of there, good lord. I accidentally pressed escape, thinking that would take me out, but it actually just minimises the game. I feel like I need to do a quick jump cut to check that I didn't just screw up the recording. Hold on. Now we're back in. Okay, fortunately, yeah, it's fine. The footage is okay. She was wearing her own clothes. Kind of looked more grown up. I only said it to tease her, but she then read like she was on fire or something and got really flustered. Yeah, don't say that, Howie. I don't look grown up at all. Hey, Howie, don't tease the juniors. I'm kind of teasing her, but actually I mean what I say. That's even worse, you wallaby. Yeah, Agea looks cuter, doesn't she? Me? Yeah, see, Howie, the uniform suits her better than me. Oh, hardly. Mabu said that I'm a boy on the inside. Yeah, but her appearance has gotten much cuter, don't you think? But Notaro looks at me with those innocent sparkling eyes. I cannot tell a lie. Well, yeah, I do think she's gotten cuter. Howie! What? She just nutted me in the face with her head. I eat an elbow to the ribs. Ouch. I should probably say I take an elbow. I've never heard anyone say I eat an elbow to the ribs. Thanks, I think you've gotten a lot cooler too, Howie. Oh. She says the same thing for the second time. This time in the first grade classroom, so of course I feel embarrassed. The reason why I'm looking down is because my ribs hurt, Zoe. Anyway, that's not what we came here to talk about. Agaya, continuing with the momentum from before, talks to Hotaru about how they are looking for members for the Soaring Club. Agaya, you and Harry are in the same club? Yes, we are. That's why I wondered if you might like to join too. Yeah, well... Glare. Hotaru glances at me. Yeah, no, I'd rather not. Why not? I have to help out at home. That's not the accent that I gave her, but hey. Yes, but you only need to help out on Sundays. Yeah, but from now on... She seems kind of wavering, yet firm in her reply. Maybe there's a reason for it. Okay, forget it, Hotaru, but if you're interested, come any time. Yeah, okay. Well, that was a failure as well. Jesus. That was loud. The heck. It's finished. Kotori brings over the cucumber that she had crushed into about the right size, using a wooden pestle. Is it really okay to do it like this? Yes, that way it absorbs the flavour a lot better. If we're going to marinate a cucumber, it absorbs the flavour a lot more easily if it is crushed than if it is chopped with a knife. Is there anything else left to do? I think that's it. Right, I'm off. Hey. What? We still can't find anyone who wants to join the club. We tried all the people we could think of. All 2 of them. I see. You seem even more interested in it than VR, don't you? There's a time on Windmill Hill when first we saw the glider flying. The time she wandered into the garage and saw the real thing up close. The time we made the paper airplanes and flew them together. Her eyes were always shining like a child's. I can't forget the expression on Kotori's face. She's usually so sulky or looking as though she's bored, but maybe I should probably just say, maybe that is what her true expression really is. Maybe. But maybe that is what her true expression really is, I thought to myself. If I joined the club, I'd just cause problems. Sorry, I skipped it, but luckily I saw what it was, just as I skipped it. What do you mean? No, you wouldn't. To be perfectly honest, it would be great if she would just join the club. But I'll soon be... She stops mid-sentence and moves a wheelchair along. Hey, can I ask you a question? No. Why do you want to drop out? I said don't ask me. She's about to realise that I've got the withdrawal slip, but hey. Kotori looks as though she's realised something. It was you after all. You picked up my withdrawal notice. Withdrawal notice? What's that? Does it taste good? Can we have it with tonight's dinner? I play dumb without hesitation. God, she even did the barker. You heard that? You idiot, you moron, you big meanie, you feckin' bastard. I hope you get stuck in a ditch and die. Wow. She went full on tsundere for a moment. With a barrage of parting shots, Kotori hurried away. Well, that didn't go too well now, did it? Is this how we're going to get her into the club? We're going to hold leverage over her with a withdrawal notice. We can't seem to find anyone. It's been 2 days since I joined the Soaring Club. Since then, whenever we've had any spare time, Agaya have... that should probably say Agaya has, not have. Agaya has been trying really hard to find members. Everyone seemed interested, and yet not quite enough to join the club. As I thought, everyone's scared of Amane. She's not that scary, is she? It's not that. She's just too incredible. Howie, you've only just transferred here, so maybe you don't really know how it is. That girl... That girl is like a living legend in our school. I know firsthand that her weirdness is legendary. Also, there are rumours that she's antisocial. The basis of such rumours is not clear, but she doesn't have any friends, hardly ever shows up for classes, and is locked away in the garage basically the whole time. Even when she does come out, she's always alone and doesn't have any contact with anyone. If you look at it like that, she certainly seems quite antisocial. The club is led by Amane, right? Looks like people are worried that they won't be able to keep up with her. Then there's one other reason. Oh, is that rumour? There is something that I learned from looking for members. It is something said only in Whispers, like some urban legend. If you get involved with the Soaring Club, you attract the attention of Mr. Tobioka. Please explain who that is? Is that true? Maybe, however it's not impossible, is it? Oh, this guy. Whoever this is, okay? Please give me the introduction. Mr. Kojiro Tobioka, Herr Tobioka. His first name means veil, but he's not as big in size as you might imagine. But it's said his attitude is larger than life. I've seen him before, and he's a teacher acting as moral advisor, and he's the nagging, annoying type. There were a lot of teachers like that at my old school, but here, he's a bit of a rarity. Mr. Tobioka is the advisor to the Robot Club. In other words, the advisor to a Gaia's Club. In the past, Amane achieved amazing things with the Robot Club, like I told you before, right? She was one step away from the national championship, you mean? Agea nods. And also that she pressed the wrong button on the controller and lost. I know about a person known as Senior Mochizuki to a certain extent, but I didn't think she'd be the sort of person to make such a simple mistake. There's more to that story. Mr. Tobioka was the advisor to the Robot Club at that time too, but when that happened he was so full of regret. Yeah, most people would be. Would have felt the same way if I'd been in that situation. We'll get it next time, he said to show his determination, but it seems, but not long after Amane all of a sudden quit the Robot Club. Why? Well, I don't know. One explanation is that when Amane lost the national championship, she didn't seem that annoyed about it. Since then, the Keifu Robot Club has been living on the glory of that occasion, and failed to achieve any decent results. So you mean Mr. Tobioka blamed Amane for it? Agea made a serious face and nodded. That's ridiculous. But I can't really say that. My last school was good when it came to sports. There's a sports scholarship programme, and it was important for the school to get results in tournaments. The advisors and directors of each club are evaluated accordingly, and at times it may be a turning point in their lives. The Robot Club is the most popular club in this school, and its performance is directly linked to the promotion of the school. Even if Herr Tobioka blamed Amane, I can't exactly say that it's strange. Are you okay with this? What do you mean? Well, Tobioka is your advisor, isn't he? Are you alright with him keeping an eye on you? He might bug me by making snide comments, but if I use earplugs I'll be fine. That's not the problem really, is it? Agea looks a little confused. I know what you're trying to say, Aoi, but there's something more important at stake, so there's not much I can do about it. What do you mean, more important? Well... Oh, actually it's you two. Aoi Minose and Agea Himegi, wasn't it? Hello? 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 Guten Tag. Hello, Vice President. You must be in the middle of gathering new members. Doesn't look like things are going too well, does it? The Vice President gave me a bitter smile as she made her assumptions. Yes, but it all comes down to us finding one more member. I will tell you this now, but ghost members will absolutely not be accepted, she frankly stated. Why is that? There must be other clubs that have ghost members, right? Why is it only us? The Vice President glares at us as we make our childish protests in vain. Actually, the other small-scale culture-based clubs are besides the point. The scale of the Soaring Club's facilities is just too big. No other club occupies a garage like that. The Robot Club uses a great big garage too, doesn't it? That has approximately 60 members. They have achieved results in national competitions. But the one who achieved those results was Amane. The Vice President ignores Agea's grumbling and continues to speak. Actually, if the Soaring Club were to vacate the garage, the Light Music Club or the Taiko Drum Study Society could modify it into a practice studio. Also the RC Club, the Photography Club and the Film Studies Group want to use it. If a partition were to be added, it could be reused as a clubhouse for multiple clubs. If you think about it like that, then there is no way that a club made by gathering ghost members will be accepted. That's fair enough. We became embarrassed about expressing our childish opinions, and Agea and I felt small as we looked downwards. However, She let out a little "hew" as she sighed. Actually, if Senior Mochizuki were to ask, there should be some people who would join her. In other words, you're not making any unreasonable demands. Of course not. It's not my intention to get rid of the Soaring Club. This is a bad example to the other clubs, and I just want to straighten out the situation. But Amane isn't trying to recruit any members herself. It is really frustrating. Looks like there's no other way but for me to play the bad guy and give Amane a big kick in the butt. Actually, I'm not saying you have to go that far. Is that okay for you to find proper club members? Because ghost members will definitely not be accepted. You've said this several times, you don't need to repeat it. As the Vice President reminded us as she walked away. Akari is straight but a good person, isn't she? Yeah, she doesn't seem very flexible though. She seems familiar with the students' names and profiles, and it looks like she won't be able to get away with abusing the powers that comes with the position. But it's strange, isn't it? What do you mean? So even though Amane suddenly left the Robot Club, she's been continuing with the Soaring Club for years, until she became a super repeat student. Yeah, you got a point there. Even so, she isn't trying to get any new members. I guess she really is antisocial after all. The more I know about the situation, the less I understand it. Clock wipe. After school, Ageo and I headed to the Soaring Club's garage. After all, we're already members. I am most sorry, dear fellows. As she looks at us, Amane bows her head in apology. Cut it out, Amane. Yeah, seeing you like this, Amane, somehow makes me feel like it's taken years off my life. If it is no good, I plan to leave here without fuss. I am still looking for a place I can transfer to. Does that mean you're giving up on the club? Amane nods apologetically. Amane, why don't you look for new members yourself? I'm only doing this for myself, so I do not have any inclination or reason to involve other people. Is that what she really thinks? Is that because you don't want to let anyone to come near this place? If so, then that is not it, dear fellow. People are always welcome to come and take a look. But how about becoming members? Oh, I don't know. If they do not, then I know I will not be able to stay here. That would be a rather large problem. But as for what I should do, I still haven't been shown the answer. Amane looked really distressed and became despondent. If we ask any more questions, all we'll be doing is cornering her even more. Anyway, once you've built the glider, what do you plan to do next? Enter a competition? We can use the club's objectives as material for our recruitment drive. As far as the quick checks that we did goes, apparently there are competitions for gliders too. Competition? No, I am not planning to enter anything of that sort. So what are you going to do? There is a place I want to go to. Amane gave a smile. It seemed just like she was about to start reminiscing about old times. A place you want to go to? That is what Isuka said. Once the glider is complete, we can go there. Isuka? She said that name before. It will fly to the skies that Isuka spoke of. Backstory may be inbound here? Looking as if memories had come flooding back, she looked at the photo frame on the desk. The photo frame without a photo. She looked like she had gone into her own little world, and it didn't seem as if we could ask her any more questions. Well then, we'll be off. To search for people who might join the club. Whatever answer Amane gives, avoiding having the club status repealed was the top priority. Oh, I am most sorry. No, instead of that, please try to make something. I should probably say, please try to do something that we can demonstrate the club's activities. Okay, I most understand. It was past 9 o'clock at night. In the kitchen I was washing the dishes for 5 people. In the dormitories there were 6 people, including myself, but Kotori didn't show up for dinner, or to help prepare beforehand, and was shut away in her room. Just in case, I put her dinner in the fridge. If she gets hungry, she can eat it whenever she wants. Maybe she's feeling down. Why does she want to drop out of school? Is it because of what Ageo said? That it was because of the argument she had with the girls in the class? Is it because the lessons are boring? Or could it be something else that I don't know about? It's possible. It could even be some things that not even she understands. Oh, getting acid coming with throat from me iced tea. Ooh, I, of all people, can't really say anything about other people. I don't think there's anyone that understands the real reason why I came back to this town. To be honest, I still haven't really solved things for myself yet. As I began to feel kind of down, I was surprised to hear the sound of footsteps stomping down the hallway. I was about to make a guess of who it was, and I was about to guess Kaneko. Kaneko? Aoi, do something. What is it? Could it be that you were attacked by a pervert? Okay, I mean, that's quite a drastic thing to jump to, but let's just see where this goes. While I had my back to her, I couldn't stop my eyes from looking around in her direction. No, not that. It's Kotori. Huh? Someone had taken Kotori's clothes off? No, that can't be. What? What? Aoi, please. She said there's a matter. Let me try that again. She said she's having a bath by herself, and she won't listen to us. Oh, why don't you let her take a bath? No way. She said she's going to get into the bathtub. In the bathtub? The wheelchair was in the bath dressing room. It was the wheelchair that Kotori used when in the bathroom. She always used that when she took a shower. I've never seen her do that, of course. She can't get into the bathtub while still in the wheelchair. For her to get in the bathtub, she needed someone to help her. Her older sister isn't here, is she? She said she couldn't wait any longer. According to what I've heard, Kotori has an older sister. She only gets into the bathtub when she comes here. Anyway, her sister hasn't come round here recently. At least, not since I become the dorm mother. Okay. Okay, well the good news is, you are closed. I was wondering where we were going with this for a moment. I was like, thinking, oh gosh, are we about to have some sort of ecchi fan service scene here? Fortunately not. No, leave me alone. I have a shower every day, so I felt like taking a bath, you frickin' gits. That's why I asked you to just let me in. No way, that's sexual harassment. Get lost. That's why I need you to do it, dorm mother. Help her into the bath. What? Kaneko seemed to say I'm not coming with you as she left me by myself. Hey, wait. She left me behind. I turned to face Kotori. Alright, shall I help you get in? She's not going to like this. She was glaring at me with an angry look on her face. I can get in... Oh, wrong voice. I can get in the bath by myself. Yeah, but... Hey, hold on. Kotori went into the dressing room and closed the door. If she does that, I can't exactly go barging in there all of a sudden. If you have any problems, call me right away, okay? I won't let you peek, she replied in a scary voice. There's nothing else I can do, so I wait outside. I sit down in front of the dressing room door, just like I'm guarding it. This isn't really that important, but to have one guy in a girl's dormitory makes taking a bath really inconvenient. I'm the only one who has a set time. If I inadvertently run into any of them in here, I can't just get away with an apology. From the bathroom, I could faintly hear the sound of the shower. She must be washing herself off before getting into the bath. I can hear the sound of the water lightly splashing. I feel kind of nervous. The limited information I get from the sound actually stirs my imagination. Oh god, owie! I'm strongly aware of the fact that Kotori is getting into the bath. What am I thinking? If she knew what I was imagining, she'd probably try to tear me limb from limb, and as I tried to clear the thought from my head, I react by getting up, opening the dressing room door and dashing inside. Oh no! Are you okay? I jumped into the bathtub with Jesus. You went straight in there, did you? And lift Kotori out while she wriggled and struggled with her hands out of the bath. Hey, snap out of it, Kotori! Kotori was still panicking and clung desperately as I rescued her. You're okay now. Let me guess, some of the other girls are about to wander in and it's going to be Aoi's a pervert, is it? Kotori looked at me. It looked like she didn't know who or even what she was clinging to. It's alright, everything's fine now. Yeah. Kotori weakly nodded while still holding on to me tightly. I continued to hold on to her to calm her down. And then she realised she's holding on to me. One of us suddenly realised what we had failed to realise before. She's butt naked. Or she's wrapped in a towel. Okay, that's fine. Kotori was just wearing a towel. Holding her. I'm sorry. For a moment we didn't say anything, but she couldn't exactly kick me out, so we just held on to each other. Kotori tries to hide her chest, but squeezes even closer to me. It's okay, I'm not looking. Kotori goes bright red and looks like she's about to cry. I'll go now, sorry. I was about to put Kotori down on the floor. Sort as if I went to call for Kaneko, then everything would be cleared up. Don't go. Squeeze. Weakly yet desperately, she held on to me. But... I'm embarrassed, but... Oh, wait, wrong voice. I'm embarrassed, but... But please... Kotori's hands were shaking slightly. I remember that time when we first met on Windmill Hill. Okay. I nodded, and it seems like her shaking has subsided a little. Thank you. We stayed like this for a while, and Kaneko poked her head into the bathroom to take a look. I should say I heard, not I heard a big noise. What happened? Well, this and that. So this is a result of ignoring Kaneko's advice. But if he were to say something like that in front of the tearful, shaking Kotori, I would feel really bad for her. Seems like Kaneko was implying the same thing. Could you get a bath towel? Okie dokie. Then could you cover Kotori up? Okie dokie. While Kaneko puts the towel around her, Kotori quietly held on to me. Well, that's your fan service scene over. After that, Kotori calmly got into the bath with Kaneko. Kaneko almost made sure not to meddle unnecessarily, and was very considerate towards Kotori to help her calm down. While I was doing the dorm mother's jobs in the kitchen, Kotori had gotten out of the bath and came to see me. She looked pretty embarrassed. Thanks for just now. Well, it was nothing. I stopped myself from saying something like, that's another one of the dorm mother's jobs. The reason why I did that just now was not because I'm the dorm mother. You must have been shocked that I couldn't get into the bath by myself. I didn't know how to oh, wrong voice. I didn't know how to answer, and Kotori left me behind and went back to her room. Okay, she mellowed out for a second. Nice to know. Oh, you're talking to your sister? Okay. Hello, sis. No, it's nothing. I'm not crying. It's about school, that thing we were talking about before. Yeah. I've made up my mind. You going to join the club? Is it going to be that easy? You're going to join us for some flight and fun? Some flights of fancy? Okay, well, since we transferred into another chapter there, that probably feels like a good place to wrap up the episode, looking at time. So, that was episode 4, ladies and gentlemen. Remember the one thing that one has to take away from this episode most of all. 2,980 yen's worth of 100 grams of meat. That's the meme that we're creating, sort of. Alright, well, social media links, propagandist channel link, etc, down below in the video description as usual. If you enjoyed, a like is of course always appreciated. Do you think this is the point where Kotori's going to start really mellowing out? You know, we're going to have broken through that sun exterior, and now she's actually going to suddenly be very clingy, or, you know, at the very least a lot nicer to us and all that. Who knows? We'll have to see. So, I have a feeling she's going to join the Soaring Club at this point. We'll see if that indeed turns out to be the case next episode. So join me for that, and other than that, I will sign off now. Goodbye, everybody. Where am I going here? Down this way? Nice little shortcut, I guess, to the bridge. Right, 6 laps. That's an hour and 1, that is. Okay. Got him coming. Oh my god, this car is fast. Holy shit. But it's easy to lose control of it. I guess it's the grip on the ground isn't as strong. Careful. Come on, get past him. Okay, this is a better car, actually. Maybe the stats do actually mean something. But doesn't do well on the slopes, though. Kind of like the score up, but okay, it's fine. This way. I'll open up straight a bit. That's the bridge. Number 1, anyway. And here's you behind me. Son of a bitch.